All the links you need to join my chat or take action on the course or the mentorship are here. Otherwise, click that Twitter link to private message me. Over this weekend, many people were profiting in the chat. If you want to become a student, I do offer one-to-one mentorship or have a course for anyone that doesn't have too much time. If you just want to be part of the chat, all the links that you need are found in the description and comment section below. So you can either just become a member and join the chat or actually take action and become a student. How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here. Quant is getting closer to the $100 psychological level. We've been warning over the last few months of a potential loss of this area. In fact, the very first time we spoke about this dead cat bounce scenario was back in November, immediately after FTX capitulated, because as we came down so aggressively, it makes sense for a dead cat bounce scenario in which we held the bear market box. What's in fact very funny is that the bear market box is exactly within the golden pocket, which is a dead cat bounce scenario. I was getting laughed at. You can go check on my Twitter. I've made multiple posts about it. So many people were saying you don't know what you're talking about and so on and so forth. But luckily enough for anyone that stayed tuned on the channel, well, since 2021 I was talking about this level, guys, 150 psychological level. Back here I was saying we were going to head down to $70 on the loss of 150. Same thing happened because we bounced from 83. Then we started to come down again. I said, this is the time we're going to go to $70. Well, we stopped at 93, and you can guess what happened again on this pump. Getting absolute hate, and eventually, boom, $70 was met. Then we played it level by level, and in actual fact, guys, because of the weekly time frame, it's not on this chart, but there is a quant chart just over here with the weekly time frame. The 200 weekly EMA sits over here, and exactly on that red candle, I called the bottom, and I said, this is where I'm not that I called the bottom, but this is where I said I'm longing Quant, I'm buying and I'm investing in Quant. And as we head over back to the other Quant chart, on the retest of this trend line, which I had since 2021, right over there at $200 to $230, I told everyone get out of Quant. And not many people wanted to listen because the Quant cult, the Twitter pages, the other Quant YouTubers, the other Quant Twitter pages were all saying it's up only. So if you want to stay tuned to a channel that's actually preparing you for both cases, the great scenario that all the Quant cult is talking about anyway, but also the worst case scenarios, which they're completely ignoring, not even batting an eyelid to any potential bearish scenarios. I see this a lot in the engagement I get in the Quant videos, whether that's comments underneath the Quant videos or comments underneath the Twitter Quant updates. I just see all the time people just completely ignoring potential downside. All it is potential, but no, that's completely wrong, and so on and so forth. So please stay tuned if you want to always have an outlook on both potential scenarios, because again, unfortunately, guys, people are lying to you. They're also lying to themselves. I can't lie to myself, so I'm not going to lie to you. Simple as that. I want the reality. I want Quant to be higher and higher and higher, but why ignore all these potential bearish scenarios just for some engagement, which is what most of the people are doing. So if you want to join in my community or the mentorship or the course, all the links you need are pinned in the comment section below, which will take you to my link tree, memberships here, course and mentorship here, or simply private message me over on my Twitter. Let's get on with this Quant update and zoom into where we are now. We've still got this potential huge head and shoulders pattern, which is formed within the dead cat bounce scenario. Let me draw that again. Within the dead cat bounce scenario, which I was talking about. In actual fact, guys, we're waiting for $100 to be lost, although this neckline here has been lost, which is where the pattern got validated with a target down at about $77 to $81, because the 1.272 is there, and this is your minimal Fibonacci target on the loss of the 1 fib level, which so happens to be 94. So you could even bounce from the 1 fib level, but I'm just using the psychological level. Okay, guys, if it's lost, I want to see it held as resistance. Any reclaim and held as support, then it actually wants to go back up. So if we were to lose it, you need to hold it as resistance and dump from here and lose the 1 fib level to head to these targets. This is what we've been saying on the channel pretty much every single day, but also understanding while 100 is being held, all of this downward scenario is not going to happen. So that's why every single day since the breakdown over here, I've been saying, yes, we've broken down. This is now the target, but please understand this is acting as a support. You can bounce from here and invalidate everything. So I would wait for a reclaim of the 0.5 Fibonacci over here, about $125. That's a nice psychological level. And again, to invalidate this all, to actually start to head up to see new highs, local highs, breaking this local high, and this local high, then price needs to break through this bear market box, which in actual fact would create a double bottom pattern, retesting this bear market box, flipping it into a bull market box, and getting another retest of this trend line I had since 2021. Again, I told you all to sell over here. I told you all to buy here and sell here. And we were looking for entries in and around this area. But again, understanding if $100 is lost, we're going to continue lower to these targets. What I must say is that all of these are your targets, but we have a lot of confluence at the 1272, as well as this being the range low of the wick over here, as well as it actually being the target out of this head and shoulders pattern. But there's not only just this pattern with a target down at $77 to $81. No, my friends, in actual fact, I was making videos back in November before this head and shoulders, this new one over here had formed. We were coming down, so I was talking about this dead cat bounce scenario, and when we got rejected over here, you can see that creates a descending triangle. And so what you need to do is actually measure from the top over here and put it on the breakdown. So there are two targets. There's a more conservative one, so I will use that, and that's from the highest body close back down to the lowest body close, and that is going to act as our neckline with a target back down at around roughly we can see around the 45 around $45 to $50. We can see that is pretty much where we actually entered our this quant long or investment, and then got out over here. I did actually start to invest in and around the 100 to 120 area, of course, just DCAing, of course, but knowing that on the loss of $100, all of this can happen. I would be playing it level by level. I'm not instantly calling for $50. You can actually see videos back from November and December where I was calling for these patterns, not necessarily that they will all be met, but making you aware, because unfortunately, guys, none of the quant cult, because they just believe it's up only. I'm not a perma bear. I'm just making you guys aware of what could actually happen. And that's what we should all be doing as YouTubers, as Twitter pages and whatnot. We should all be making sure that all of our followers are aware of any potential scenarios, rather than just lying straight to your faces and to themselves. So it's quite silly that I see all of that everywhere, and then I get a lot of hate for it just because I want to look out for you guys. So I always have the best intentions. I don't hate quant, otherwise why am I making daily updates on it? I love quant, but I want the truth. And so I'm going to reiterate that truth to you, the potential truth, all potential scenarios, rather than just saying up only. We're going to $500, we're going to 5,000. If you own one quant, you're going to be a millionaire on this date. Quant is going to 10k in 1 year, and all this garbage. Anyone's putting timestamps on things, just completely stop listening to them from that date. If anyone's saying, oh, this price is going to be hit on this date, it's all a load of nonsense. So we're always looking out for you guys on this channel. Make sure you do subscribe, leave a like underneath this video and a comment to bump up this algorithm. Please actually do share this video update so it brings this out to all the other people that follow quant, that are following you. It's going to branch this out to as many people as possible. So really appreciate it if you can actually share these updates. What I would say about this target down here, we need to play it level by level. What I would understand from any targets in general is that when you meet a pattern's target, so let's say we actually come down to this target, when we do meet a pattern's target, we usually tend to reverse. It makes sense because usually we tend to reverse in and around this area over here. You could even have a little wick down to the 1414 at $75. That's another psychological level. And we might even get a short-term reversal. But that bounce needs to reclaim the 1 fib at 94. It also needs to reclaim $100. So that's why we need to play it level by level, guys, because you can actually double bottom over here or form somewhat of a bullish pattern and actually start to head up, but we need to break through this point, otherwise it is continuation lower. Otherwise, if we actually reclaim this level, confirm it as support, take out 124, whatever it wants to do, and eventually get above 150 over here, then we're going up. And yeah, that could even be an inverse head and shoulders over here. That would be crazy. This is going to take, if this was 6 to 7 months, then yeah, we got a long way ahead, guys. And this is what I was essentially saying in my group chat the last months, that, you know, these bullish targets, they could be years and years away. So not really much exciting. I was always telling you guys, look, quant has done nothing for the last year. We were last year, almost 10 months ago now, at the price of $111. And honestly, 10 months later, we were still at that same price. So I hope you guys are diversified. That's what my recommendation would of course be, because in this time period, yes, we went up. Luckily enough, I told you to get out here, but in this time period, yes, price has been swinging, but you know, 10 months on, it's at the same price. So If you were involved in those meme coins, or at least trading them, or just trading cryptos in general, great. But otherwise, I wouldn't never suggest just being in one coin. I know a lot of you actually are. Quant is a great project, but you can see it was pretty much stale for the last almost a year now. So, but now I love that it's actually getting going. I just want it to do something, you know, whether it's up or down. Of course, been warning you about this bearish scenario for so long. Lose $100, we are continuing lower, but playing it level by level. So again, if we were to reaccumulate here, come back up and fail to reclaim, that is the scenario that could happen like this essentially. And that is going to take multiple months. So I don't want to see the hate in the comment section below, because this whole scenario over here is played out exactly as I predicted well over 7 months ago. We're just simply waiting. After this dead cat bounce scenario has formed 7 months later after calling it, are we going to go ahead and lose the support? So just because I was calling this dead cat bounce scenario doesn't necessarily mean we are 100% meeting these targets. Please understand that. But the scenario did actually form. A dead cat bounce is when price comes down very deep and retraces about 50-60% of its move, and then it comes back down to support, which we are exactly seeing right now. I hope you did appreciate that. Please share this video. Please leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji or a thank you. It really does help me. And if you want to be a supporter of the channel, you can do so. Whether you want to just send me a beer through the buy me a beer link over here, send me a beer. Whether you want to become a member just for 1 month to see how the group chat is, we've got 80 people plus in there. If you want to support me by taking action on the course and doing that in your own time, you're going to get 3 months for free in my Discord community. Then you can decide, leave or stay. You're going to get it at 50% discount. If you want to take action on the mentorship, I've got a 5-hour or 10-hour long plan. You're going to get my course included with both of these. You're also going to get 3 months for free in my Discord community, so you can see how it is. If you do become a member, we do weekly group calls where we're analyzing the charts as a group, looking at new strategies, trying them out, forward testing them, backward testing them, back testing them. And yeah, if that's the sort of thing you want to take action on and be a part of the family like that, then yeah, you can just simply message me on my Twitter to find out more information. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you do follow my Twitter. It is Louis Crypto. Let me know if you like the new logo. We've got a new logo now. Forget the cat. That was just an NFT from like 2 years ago that I liked. Now I don't like it. Now we've got a new logo. Let me know in the comment section if you like this. Hope to see more of you taking action on the course, the mentorship, or even just joining the chat. And I'll catch you in the next Quant update, guys. Cheers.